Yo guys, welcome back to the Uncle Sharma channel. Here again with my friend Richard Kharman. We did a review of the Serie A since it's come back from the COVID break. So I thought, why not do the Brescia preview? Inter playing Brescia tomorrow. And yeah, I just wanted to get Richard's thoughts on Inter's match tomorrow, and especially a player that every Interista will be watching closely, Sandro Tonali, the young midfielder who's wanted by pretty much every club in Italy and in Europe. What do you think of Inter's match tomorrow, Richard, and what do you make of Tonali as a player?
I think this match for Inter comes at the right time. They've had two difficult matches back to back with Sassuolo and Parma, and they got a little bit of a reprieve from Brescia. Brescia can be a challenge on their day with the likes of Torre Grosso and the rest of the cast that they have, Donnarumma, and especially Tonali, as you mentioned. But I think it's going to be a lot easier for Conte to game plan around it and get a victory for his club, because it's been tough for Inter, and they need a little bit of a regroup before they get back into the difficult part of the schedule coming at the end. So yeah, Tonali is one of the guys we talked about. Every big club in the world seems to want Sandro Tonali. Everyone's calling him Andrea Pirlo 2.0. Frank calls him I'm not gonna get into the other club that you may not like, so we'll leave that for another podcast. But everyone's in love with Tonali. Not only his set piece ability, the way he plays that regista role, and the way he distributes the ball. He even has the hair like Andrea Pirlo a little bit going on. So everybody loves this kid, and they really want him. And I think there's truth to why people want him. Everyone sees the set pieces, all those highlights, right? But the way he can control a game at times is very good. He's very confident on the ball. He can when he gets fed the ball, he can slow the pace down. Everything's is like slow motion for him, very similar to Andrea Pirlo. So you understand where the comparisons come from. But this kid, he's wise beyond his age. He's very young, but when he has the ball, I mean, he's so composed. He has very good vision. And then, like we said, the set piece is just that extra ability that, whether it's a long free kick or short distance free kick or a corner, he can create opportunities out of nowhere. And so I would love to have him in my club, and I know you'd want him in your club, and every club wants to have him. Frank and I talked about where's the best fit for him, but I think any team that gets Tonali is going to be a much better team than without him. So he's the real deal. I think he's a real deal, and he's a real deal for the Azzurri going forward. I'm curious how the next, whatever club he joins, how they help him progress and to get to the next step with the Azzurri, because he will be a key for them to even get to that next level. They're a rising phoenix right now, but with Tonali, again, to his potential, I think that'll really take him to the next level, as they did with Andrea Pirlo during the mid-2000s.
Yeah, well, he's got the Richard Kharman stamp of approval, so...
He does.
No, yeah, he's definitely, I think, you've described him really well. I don't know, I feel like he could be even a mezzala, I think, going forward in his career.
Yeah.
Obviously, he plays as a regista right now, but looking at his characteristics, he's got a little bit more physicality to him than compared to Pirlo.
Yeah.
He carry the ball a little bit more than, obviously that comparison. And he's quite stocky. I mean, he looks like, he looks that kind of Pirlo type of look on his face, that kind of frail look. But when you look at his physique, he seems quite stocky, and he likes to get stuck in. So I feel like if Inter, we are looking to get him as a Brozovic replacement, apparently. So I also see him as maybe a Barella backup, and in that type of mezzala role, making those late runs into the box. What do you think?
I think if you're gonna change him, his positioning, I think now is the time to do it when he's young, because he's already got the regista role almost down pat, almost right. So add another layer to his game. That'll make him only that much better, making him a mezzala, making him a backup for Barella. If he's with a team like Conte, he's gonna try to experiment him in different positions to see where he can fit to get the team right. Because if you still have Brozovic at the time when he's there, Brozovic is gonna get the start, but I think now, since he's young, you can still mold him to how you want him and make his game even more well-rounded, and that'll be good for him in the future. I think you're right. If he becomes a mezzala now with his skill set, he can do really well. And that at the end of his career, when he slows down, you can just put him back into the regista role, because he does well there, also. So he's I think whoever gets it, if it's you guys or whomever, being able to adapt them to how you can to use them now and then later on as well is gonna be vital. And I think the Mezzala is a position he most certainly can play for sure.
Yeah, and you've mentioned on Brescia in general earlier. I'm struggling to see where the threat is going to come from them. They've got obviously Torregrossa, you mentioned. Donnarumma has been, doing okay for them goal scoring wise. But apart from that, in the team, it's quite hard to see any real threats. They usually play a 4-3-1-2 formation with Romulo as like a fake CAM who's mainly just trying to press the opposition regista, but not really providing much of a goal threat. So not to be too optimistic, because it's very hard with this Inter team to be too optimistic.
Pazza Inter, right?
Yeah, Pazza Inter. Conte said there's no more Pazza Inter, but it's part of the DNA. It's like we can't get rid of it as hard as you try.
Yeah.
But I'm seeing more of an easier match. I know I said this last match, but I see an easier match this time around compared to the Parma match, because Parma are a difficult team to break down. They have one of the best defenses in the team. But Brescia, they're defensively, Cistana, I think, he's a decent talent.
Yeah.
But, everywhere else in the team, apart from Tonali and Donnarumma, there's a real lack of talent there. And I think it's a very much a Serie B quality team. So my prediction for the match would be like a 3-1 victory for Inter. What do you think, Rich?
Yeah, I think you're right about they'll have it easier against Brescia than they did against Sassuolo or Parma. Parma obviously not only with a good defense, they have a good front three as well. And Brescia doesn't have anything like that. I think their main threat's going to come, at least from the goal scoring, is going to come from Torregrossa, but you can easily shut him down if he's just one man. I mean, or if it's Donnarumma, whomever. It's just one person that they can focus on, as opposed to like a three-headed monster. The midfield isn't that great for Brescia. Their defense is okay. I very much agree that they're very much a Serie B club. So a 3-1 shout is not bad. I may go with like a 2-0. I think they should be able to lock down Brescia fairly well. There really is no threat to me, especially now the season that they're pretty much resigned to relegation. There's no chance they're going to get out. Mm-hmm. They're pretty much gone on holiday. That's what we like to call it, when the team's playing for nothing at the moment. And that's Brescia, I think. And I think you guys will have an easier one than the last two.
Yeah. The scoreline for me will depend on whether Brozovic will start, because he's been now injured. But there's reports that he should be back for the match against Brescia. He's been running with the team again, he's been running in personalized training. So we'll see whether he's able to start, because I think, we saw in the last few matches, without Brozovic, Barella has to do a lot of the work. Gagliardini is just not at that level. And Borja Valero, he's 35 years old. And
is Gagliardini going to play again after that miss?
Well, Conte hasn't got many options at the moment.
True enough.
We got a 17-year-old Agume that, it looks like it could be a good talent, but,
I like him.
Conte's not really a guy to put faith in 17, 18-year-olds.
You're right. Yeah. And then that, the phrase that you just said kind of has me worried if you were to go to get Tonali, because how much faith would they have in Tonali as well? But hopefully he sees the talent that Tonali has and would play him more than he would like Agume or one of the youngsters, 17, 18 years old. So
but in terms of developing, when it comes to Italian talent, I think he's got more of a knack, Conte. We've seen with the Italian national team, and I think he likes to have an Italian core of players, and he's doing that again at Inter. This is the most amount of Italians we've had in the team for a long, long time.
Hell, he made Eder look good,
Yeah, he made Eder and Graziano Pellè look like, the best partnership.
Oh, I know.
And even like Darmian, Florenzi.
Oh my God, yeah.
Who did Italy have Giaccherini was playing centre mid. Like, he's just reinventing players and making them look like world-class players.
Yeah.
Well, that's what we thought he would do with Gagliardini, but it's just not quite worked out. I mean, I wasn't expecting him to turn him into like prime Pogba or anything. I was just expecting some sort of improvement, and there just hasn't been. It's I don't know what it is. There's the mentality, or I don't know what it is.
Yeah, same thing with Baraki too, I guess, right? Same boat.
Yeah, Biraghi, the step up from Fiorentina, I guess you could say like these two are kind of like mid-table team players that, we struggle with the pressure of playing for a big team.
Yeah.
But I reckon Biraghi will probably start again next match. I think he's been doing a little bit more than Ashley Young. On the right, I think Moses deserves to start again after getting the assist.
I do too.
Yeah, you got the Candreva, the way he got skinned by Gervinho. That was embarrassing. And hopefully, the defensive issues that we've had, with the Godin hopefully doesn't play on that left side, because I don't know why Conte played him as a left centre back, because his left foot is non-existent. And Skriniar should be coming back into the team, and up front Lukaku, he has to play because we've got no other choice. And hopefully Eriksen, shows a little bit more grit and determination to make an effect on the match.
Hopefully he does too, because he coming from England, you think he'd be used to playing that way. And he hasn't shown it, at least as of late. Has not shown. He's been, like you said, he's gone missing in some of the games. So hopefully he can step up, because we all know him for his set piece ability, but his ability to control the midfield, it's very special when he's on his game. So just as a Calcio fan in general, I hope he improves upon that and gets more lively in the games, because not having him there is obviously hurtful for you guys, and the last couple of results showing why, because he was quiet.
Yeah, no, definitely. But yeah, those are my and Richard's view on the Brescia match. Let us know your thoughts in the comments below. What's your match predictions? And make sure to check out our previous video that I did with Richard reviewing the Serie A since post-COVID period. And make sure to check out Richard's channel, Serie A Sit Down, and his own personal channel. He does a lot of good work on there. Make sure to check it out. And leave a like and subscribe. And I'll see you in the next one. Thank you, Richard, for coming on.
Ciao.